gentlemen, I can't say enough how excited I am. We're finally on our way to SummerSlam. That being said...
The Royal Rumble yet?
That being said, Battleground wasn't bad.
No.
I kind of liked it. I didn't hate it. I didn't love it. I just kind of liked it.
Battleground. The middle ground pay-per-views.
Yeah. Pretty much.
They did things.
Yeah. So, pre-show, we had our one match on the pre-show, Aiden English versus Ty Dillinger again.
Crowd actually got into this one, which was nice.
Yeah, there was a couple of false finishes.
And it wasn't just tens the whole time?
Yeah. There was... Well, and I think now that he's been on a few different weeks, Aiden English has garnered different ways to get heat, which is helping his character. What also helped is he beat Ty Dillinger.
Yeah.
Holy shit. I mean, I kind of hope they keep doing stuff like on SmackDown and like build this as an actual feud.
No, the feud is just going to be who can win the most pre-show matches.
Ugh. Don't say that because they'll do that. But he had a cool finisher because he did the.
They're already doing it. He did the Hurts Donut.
Is that what that is?
It's Johnny Gargano's old finisher.
Huh. A little full Nelson into a front slam after hitting him Snake Eyes style, ripping him off the top rope. So yeah, a win for Aiden English and 1 point for me. We open up the actual card with the tag team titles. The Usos defending against the New Day, and I mean,
this match
talk about starting the pay-per-view off at a high pace with so much action to try and top, and I don't think anybody did.
No.
Because the chemistry and the timing and just the overall talent.
The feeling like I've seen these guys wrestle before.
What? Like, you mean like they just wrestled each other?
No, I mean like over the course of the last couple of years.
Oh they've done it. They've done it quite a bit, and it's just it's so good. So many great false finishes in this. Some really high impact stuff. Kofi, his trust fall dive getting turned into a double powerbomb.
Oh my lord!
On the floor.
That seemed like forever.
Yeah, not a good day to be Kofi Kingston. And then Woods trying to go for that first springboard elbow and getting super kicked in the face out of the air. Probably wasn't fun either. I mean, the Usos were super aggressive. The New Day started aggressive because they realized that, last time Usos had the wherewithal to leave the ring, they weren't going to let the Usos do that this time. And so from right from the get-go, it was just aggression out of both teams. And it's just, they've done a great job of building the tension here. And like we said, the chemistry is just, it's amazing. And they feed off of each other really well. So that double powerbomb has Kofi out for a while. Yeah. And Woods is the only one that can do anything at this point. He ends up getting there was a double team move that the Usos did. Can't remember what they ended up doing to. They did the lifting Samoan drop on Woods, and then Woods ends up winding up in the Tequila Sunrise. He's able to fight his way out of that. That gives Kofi enough time to get back up on the apron. There's a tag to Kofi and just all both teams kicking out of each other's double team finishers and false finishes for days. And it isn't until Woods is down on the outside, Kofi ends up getting dropped by both the Usos, and it's after he kicks out of the super kick and the superfly splash, both Usos decide to go to opposite corners and do a double splash. Woods is able to shove Jay off of one side. Jimmy goes for the splash. Kofi moves out of the way, tags in Woods, and they hit the Trouble in Paradise, and then pretty much the entirety of the ring is covered by a springboard elbow from Xavier Woods, and the New Day become the new SmackDown Tag Team Champions.
It was a fun, high-paced, frantically energetic match that, it was good. The crowd was still engaged in the show after the first match from the pre-show, and so this just kind of continued to ramp up the crowd's energy.
Mm-hmm.
And thankfully, the crowd never really died off during the rest of the show.
No, they were invested in pretty much every match at every moment. I mean, we followed up, the New Day winning the tag team titles by Shinsuke Nakamura coming out, getting ready to face Baron Corbin, and I appreciated what they did here. Wait, what? Was Corbin an MMA fighter?
No, Corbin. It's boxer.
Yeah.
Shinsuke MMA fighting.
Gotcha. Okay. I wasn't sure if Corbin had done MMA before.
I don't think so. Just boxing.
Okay.
Boxer, it's like Mayweather and McGregor, but taller and way more hair.
And I care more about this.
Fuck the Mayweather.
Fuck that whole fight. I don't care. We're talking about Battleground. I love the back and forth strike battle that they had. Shinsuke having his moments where he hit every type of kick that he knows. I feel like the only like.
No. Shinsuke knows like 800 different kind of kicks.
Does he really?
He's the master of 1,000 kicks.
Oh, that's terrifying. So if you just sat there, he could kick you 1,000 different ways.
Yeah, absolutely.
That'd be a shitty way to go.
He could grow an extra leg for some of them.
It wouldn't be his dick, would it?
No.
Oh, it'd be an actual leg.
Yeah.
Okay,
Or
good.
sometimes his arm transforms into another leg.
It's just shoe and everything, and just
Yep.
and then it molds back.
His pants just go up the side of his body.
Awkward. And then
Sometimes he just turns into a giant leg.
just one giant
It's like a Voltron, but just into a leg.
Shin's leg Nakamura.
Yeah.
Shin's
leg knee Kimura.
Oh, this is weird. Corbin had some really great moments, turning running kicks into the deep six. Hitting that slide out, run back in clothesline, making Shinsuke do a corkscrew bump, and then Shinsuke went on another run where he just fucking knocked Corbin out. He hit 4 different knees and then an axe kick, and was setting up for the Kinshasa, and Corbin wouldn't get up. He was just laying there with the arm draped over his face, and so Shinsuke realizes he's not moving, so he goes up and tries to pick him up and set him up for what I assume was going to be the inverted exploder. Instead, Corbin just fucking back kicks right into Shinsuke's nuts. And so Shinsuke picks up the win by disqualification. But essentially, Corbin realizes at this point that it doesn't matter if he loses because he has that guaranteed shot.
Yeah. Well, that's the best part of the whole thing to me is he fucking kicks Shinsuke in the balls, and then they're both kind of laying on the ground, and Corbin just starts smiling.
Yeah. Corbin realizes the spot he's in, and then he even grabs the Money in the Bank, starts heading up the ramp, and then realizes...
Money in the Bank contract.
Briefcase. And
Opportunity.
He's about halfway up the ramp, and then he realizes, no, I'm not done. And he runs back down, and he hits him in the gut with the briefcase, and then hits the end of days. And so Shinsuke got the win, but Corbin was the one left standing after that. Then we had our 5-way elimination match. Which lady will head to SummerSlam to face Naomi for the SmackDown Women's Championship?
Alicia Fox.
She's on 205 Live. Sort of.
Mickey James.
She's on SmackDown.
Gail Kim.
No, this was SmackDown. She's on Raw. That's what I meant. What was that
Gail
one?
Kim.
She's in TNA. Or Global Force Wrestling, or Impact, or whatever that show's called.
Fuck that out.
Fuck that out.
Fuck that
So we had a nice stretch before the first elimination happened.
Yeah.
They did a really good job of keeping it non-clusterfucky.
Better than I anticipated.
Lana was trying. She looked lost a few times.
The Lana Tamina combination, though, needs to stay a thing.
I appreciated that a lot.
There's something I desperately now, after watching this match, that I want to see happen at SummerSlam.
Okay.
I want to see, like, walking down the hallway from opposite sides, passing by Lana and Tamina, and then Alexa and Nia. I just want them to, like, walk, and, like, kind of stop and have this, like, weird, like, mirror image. Like
we're kind of the same thing. And Lana just kind of seemed like she wanted glory all to herself. She stopped Natty from making Charlotte tap out to the sharpshooter.
Yeah.
And decided she was just going to try and pin Charlotte. And it didn't work. Then she screamed and she didn't understand why Charlotte didn't stay down. And yeah, so and Tamina is, saving Lana a few times, and then just kicking the shit out of a bunch of people. And eventually, we get, Charlotte was kind of fighting both of them at the same time. Then Becky came in, kind of evened the odds a little bit, and Natty was out for quite a bit at this point. There wasn't a whole lot happening from her. And so then we get... Then the eliminations start, and they're like... The first three are rapid fire.
Yeah, because Becky just gets tired of Tamina and Lana teaming together, and she's like, I'm going to break some arms now.
Yeah.
And she's like, come here, Tamina. I'm going to break your arm. And she taps out, and she's like, come here, Lana. You're next.
Yeah,
because you guys have to go everywhere together.
Yeah, Lana at this point didn't have anyone to save her, and so no matter what move she ended up in, she was fucked.
Yeah.
So she ends up tapping out immediately, and not long after that, Natty makes her presence known once again, and she rolls up Becky Lynch, and Becky Lynch is eliminated.
Handful of the shorts.
Yeah, we got a little peek of Becky booty for a second. So we're left with Charlotte and Natty.
Would you call that a peek of booty? Just say it.
Anyway, so yeah, we're left essentially with the wrestling royalty left in the ring. Didn't last too much longer from that third elimination, but long enough to tell a really good story between the two, I think.
Yeah.
And we had Naomi at ringside, kind of like giving her 2 cents on who she'd rather face, and obviously she played the babyface role of, it doesn't really matter who I face. Me and Charlotte have unfinished business. I've never faced Natty one-on-one at a pay-per-view, especially somewhere like SummerSlam. And a few good spots. Charlotte's really, taking it to Natty, and then I can't remember what it was she hit her the first time with, and she assumed that it was going to finish the match. And it was a very simple move. I don't remember what it was. Oh, it was the, she had the big Liger bomb that she hit.
Yeah, because Natty, she went for the figure 8.
Yeah.
Natty inverted that into an arm bar.
Yeah.
And then
Charlotte got back up.
Picked her all the way up and powerbombed her out of it.
Yeah, and so she went for the pin, Natty kicked out, and Charlotte was like, I don't understand. I don't understand this. That should have finished the match. So then she's
like, formulate plan.
So she drags Natty. She drags Natty over the corner, goes for the moonsault, ends up getting the knees, and as they're both kind of like scooting away from each other, Charlotte is the first one to her feet. At which point Natty takes the initiative to schoolgirl her backwards, and she hits the back of her head on the bottom turnbuckle.
Yeah.
And so Natty's just able to pull her out to the middle of the ring, pin her. And Natalya is getting a pay-per-view title shot at one of the big 4.
Yeah.
And she's
WrestleMania 33.5.
And she's not in like a multi-woman match. She is the only.
Give it time.
I know, right? I'm saying it now. She's the only contender. Like, I hope they keep it that way. Then we had our United States Championship match Kevin Owens looks to retain his United States title that he lost.
So he looks to regain.
Yeah, that's the word I meant. That he lost at
It's okay. Tains and gains.
Stakes and Weights.
Monosodium glutamate.
There we go. You can say that. I can't, so I pass that on to you. This match.
I have a hard time saying it.
I know, but you have an easier time than I do.
Monosodium glutamate.
Or Madison Square Garden.
Most
This match.
famous food additive in the world.
This match was awesome.
It was good.
AJ Styles versus Kevin Owens is a fantastic matchup.
Yeah. As much as Kevin Owens doesn't actually like wrestling AJ Styles.
Yeah. Which will suck because of the outcome of this match.
Yeah.
But, I mean, from beginning to end, there was no lull in this entire match.
Yeah. No weird city in the middle of Massachusetts.
I didn't say lull, I said lull.
Oh. I was like, well, there was
You
neither
added
one of
letters.
those. There was neither one of those. There was no lull or lull.
That'd be really weird if there was a Lowell, Massachusetts in the middle of AJ Styles versus Kevin
The whole
Owens.
city shows up. What? All these
It's
people
the new
here.
Hunger Games. They have to run to the middle of the city to keep fighting. Where there just happens to be a wrestling ring in the middle of Philadelphia.
And then another city, and then another ring, and then another city. It's like a Russian nesting of city and rings.
What we're saying is this match was awesome, and there's way too many things to note about how good this match was.
Yeah.
What we will note is how fuckered the ending was.
It was partially fuckered.
Because, a great setup, because AJ's going for the Styles Clash, and Kevin Owens says no, and just hucks AJ into the referee's face. So referee goes down. AJ kind of checks on him a little bit as he gets up, turns around. Owens tries to go for a pop-up powerbomb. That doesn't work. That allows AJ to roll into the calf crusher.
Yes.
So from here, we have the calf crusher. Owens kind of struggles a little bit. He's able to roll out of the calf crusher into a crossface on AJ Styles.
And then AJ's like, you know what? I can do it too.
So AJ rolls into his own crossface. At this point, the referee is like dazed and he's kind of watching what's happening.
Then
And
Kevin
so-
Owens goes, nobody out roly-poly's me.
And so he back rolls AJ.
And Bridges,
And at this point, the referee is still dazed, and
like Jeff.
and so you get the really slow, like the epic count that should be a kick out, but it wasn't. And upon watching it the first time,
Did AJ forget to kick out?
that's what I thought was that made AJ look really fucking stupid because
He
AJ
should have let go of the cross.
AJ would have known that both of his shoulders were down if the referee was counting. I mean, even in this sense, if the referee is counting, he should know that Owens is the one that has rolled him into a pin.
Yeah.
But
No,
regardless.
yeah. I mean, his legs are like up over his torso.
Yeah.
He's stuck on the mat.
Yeah.
He needs to move.
Yeah. But the referee is in a position where all he sees is Kevin Owens and AJ's left shoulder. Because with the crossface, AJ's right shoulder is still up off the mat, and Owens has bridged. So Owens' shoulders are not down, only one of AJ's is down. The referee counts this slow, this epic pinfall, and we go, what? Owens is 3-time U.S. champ. Okay. Why? Like, you had this amazing match, and this finish is fucking stupid. Like, I get what you were going for, but it's stupid.
I think AJ's just getting old.
I mean,
He forgot to kick out.
maybe. I don't know. I have no problem with Owens taking the title back. I mean, I have a little bit of a problem with it because AJ was going to do cool shit with the title. And I don't think Owens really needs the title right now. He just needs to be salty and angry.
Yeah, no. Owens doesn't need the title, but I think what ends up happening here is They just spent a whole bunch of time building up Kevin Owens with this gimmick of being the new face of America, and
Which
they have him.
is awful.
Then they have him drop the fucking title, and they're all of a sudden like, oh, well, it doesn't make much sense if we just keep calling him the new face of America, if he's not the United States champion. So
And he's not from the United States because he's Canadian.
So sorry, AJ.
Yeah. So I don't know.
Our bad on this one.
Either we're gonna get another match on SmackDown, or we're just gonna build up for like the big epic rematch at SummerSlam.
The match of all matches.
I don't know. The match was great. The finish sucked. Kevin Owens is the new United States champion.
He's back to being the face of America.
Yes. Then we had the match that nobody is going to forget. Everyone will remember the flag match.
Yeah, Sami Zayn versus Mike Kanellis.
No, John Cena versus Rusev.
That happened?
You forgot already?
Yeah. I just thought it was the underground flag versus the flag of love.
Probably would have been better. I don't remember anything about this match except for the end. Because, I mean...
I remember Cena jumped off for his leg drop and Rusev powerbombed him down, and anytime Cena's done that spot since doing it with Batista, I get nervous.
Oh, yeah, because
the first time they did that, Cena done got fucked up.
he broke his goddamn neck.
And so every time he gets caught and powerbombed in that move, I'm just like, nope, wait, he's moving.
Yeah. No, I'll give Cena credit for that. He took that shit and then wrestled for like another 10 minutes after that. So, good for him. But yeah, I mean...
He's Big Match John. He does what Big Match John does. Which the best thing that Big Match John does is strategically roll around corners while he's on the ground.
The whole back half of this match...
Oh my lord, if there is a gif of Cena just around the Bulgarian podium, I want that to be like the profile picture on the rundown.
What's funny about that whole thing though is that in GIF form it'll look fake, but he really did that.
Yeah.
And it was...
I felt like it needed cartoon sound effects.
It needed like... It needed music behind it. It was awful.
I didn't think it was awful. Hysterical.
It was funny in a bad way.
Yeah.
That's what it was.
It was good because it was dumb.
Yeah. And I called the finish as it was being set up. And this does nothing for anyone.
Nope. Why don't we... I mean, I understand this is your first pay-per-view appearance since Mania, but can we maybe have you put over the younger talent for a minute?
It's Rusev's first pay-per-view appearance since, like, the Rumble.
Yeah.
And his career is only a couple years in. What does this flag match do for you, John?
America
in Philadelphia. I understand. We probably should have realized the fact that it was in Philadelphia that he was going to win. But we thought Philadelphia is also pretty big on the heels, so, hey, let's push Rusev a little bit, but no. Anyway.
Poor handsome Rusev. He got carried up the America stairs and then AA'd through a table. Two tables. It was a table.
Then we had the Fashion X-Files where we found out who has been destroying the offices of the Fashion Police. It was the Ascension.
Again. I think Bazonga said, wait a minute.
Wait, no.
Because when it happened, we were interrogating you guys, right?
And you guys weren't even at the show last week when we got the note and everything.
Which, to me, that's a fucking, that's neither here nor there because the note came via courier.
Well, no. No, last week was when the horse went missing. It was earlier in this week that
Either way.
they got the message. Last week was when the horse went missing. They weren't at that show.
The horse was also kidnapped to be a courier.
I don't think so.
I bet
Couriers are not that sneaky.
They are the sneakiest.
Never
underestimate
the Ascension reacting to the destroyed horse head was fan-fucking-tastic. I love that part so much. And just, it wasn't the Ascension. Essentially, the Ascension were just trying to get another match like they did at Money in the Bank. Which, props to them for trying again.
Yeah.
But eventually the disgusting visage that is the mangled head of Tully the horse is enough to drive the Ascension away. And so then, they still don't understand who has been destroying it. The lights go out. Breeze gets taken out.
Then Fandango's like, Breeze, what? And then you hear a smack sound from behind, and now he's on the floor. And then the camera's also on the floor.
The camera was attached to the flashlight? There's a GoPro on the flashlight.
I don't know.
Maybe, I don't know.
The camera went from being level with the upper portion of the office, and then all of a sudden it's down on the ground.
I'm assuming the attackers attacked the cameraman as well. So this
part was also the Ascension though, because they were the only other people in the room.
No, they left the room because they couldn't be in the room with the destroyed horse head. So then we have the flashlight view of both Breezango downed, and then Kevin Hawk laughed as the body of Fandango was slowly dragged off of camera.
Just hoping a hand was going to come up and just grab Tyler too.
We still don't know who it is. I'm sure the fact that Fandango is gone, I'm sure Tyler Breeze will be freaking out on SmackDown this week.
Yes, I want him we're running up and down the halls of wherever SmackDown is, wearing the female pantsuit thing he's been wearing with the red wig.
Yeah. His
Eva Breeze.
You shut your mouth. We'll find out what happens on SmackDown. Then we had the rematch between Sami Zayn and Mike Kanellis.
We found out that Mike Kanellis is really punchy when it comes to Sami Zayn faces.
Yes, he is.
Maria is very distracty.
And has long legs and a nice booty. And the Kanellises have matching jackets that both have Maria's face on the back.
It's fun.
It is.
I enjoy it.
I mean, nothing wrong with this match. It definitely wasn't a highlight of the night.
No. But
it
was there. It was there to be the cool-down match before the main event.
Yeah. Still, great match. Maria tried the same tactics she did on SmackDown. Didn't quite work this time, though.
No.
As Sammy was able to escape the Samoan driver, ended up hitting the Exploder and the Haluva kick, and defeating Mike Kanellis. Therefore, putting me up 4-1. So even if Randy Orton wins the WWE Championship, Kevin Hawk, you have lost the Battleground wager.
Oh yeah, no, I lost it a long time ago.
That's true. But we move on to our main event, the Punjabi prison match. Jinder Mahal defending the WWE Championship against Randy Orton. I liked it.
I really wish that there would have been some more strategic maneuvers.
That was your biggest gripe the whole time I watched it.
Implemented in the whole ordeal. Essentially, even when it came down to there's only two doors open, and Orton opens the third door, and Jinder just goes into this whole fucking panic mode when it gets down to the last few seconds. Easier strategy, let Randy get out the fucking door, because then you have the whole other door to yourself. But you open that door and you go out, you grab Randy, you You throw him back in,
But
shut the door.
Here's the thing about that though. That door shuts. The referee has to lock that door, then run over and open your door. That gives Randy Orton a ton of time to start climbing the outer structure.
It's true.
So that strategy is actually worse than Jinder Mahal just forcing Randy Orton to not go out the door.
I don't think it's worse because I think Jinder could catch up with Randy.
Plus, Jinder had the wild card, and when the fourth door was open, the Bollywood boys were under the ring the whole fucking time.
Yeah, the Singh brothers showed up. They weren't ringside, they were ring under.
Which is a completely different thing. So they end up dragging Jinder out with 10 seconds left, and Randy's unable to get under the door before it shuts. So all the doors are shut. He is forced to climb over the actual structure that is around the ring. Jinder obviously has been beaten to shit, and so the Bollywood boys are like picking him up, trying to get him ready.
They should have climbed him up the cage.
I feel like that would be really difficult.
Yeah.
That would suck. I mean, they could have done it, but it probably would have sucked.
Yeah.
He does end up start climbing though, but the fact that he's had time to rest and start climbing, so does Randy. And so Randy is already at the top of that ring structure.
Yeah, Randy and Jinder are kind of keeping pace, just on the opposite cages.
Right. And Randy, having those long ass legs, is able to just step over to the other structure, and Jinder goes, "Ah, fuck." So they start
fighting,
rock climbing over to the other side. They start punching each other in the face. You got the Singh brothers trying to pull Randy down. Singh brothers end up getting suplexed on the outside. Jinder starts bringing in kendo sticks.
Made of, fucking paper.
Well, they gave Randy some nasty paper cuts because he had that welt across his shoulder. He was lacerated on one of his arms. He was...
To get that color? I hope so.
Words from Randy Orton. And then one of the Singh brothers did exactly what Kevin Hawk thought he was going to do. He slipped through one of the holes. To his own fault, though, because he ended up trying to fight Randy Orton through the outer structure. And instead, Mick Foley himself through an announce table on the outside.
Yeah. Kudos.
Needless to say, he was done. The other Bollywood boy ended up getting something that ended up taking, I think it might have been another suplex or something. He got fucked up. He was done. Jinder got dropped with the elevated DDT, and Randy...
Sunil got hit by a chair.
Yeah, oh, that's right. Yeah, Randy ends up bringing the chair in. Because then he ends up...
I thought he was going for another flimsy kendo stick.
Yeah. No, he grabbed one and was able to rip it apart. He's like, fuck that.
I think that was the first one that Jinder used on him, was the one he grabbed, because it wasn't under the ring. It was on the floor.
Yeah. So yeah, he grabs the chair, takes out both
Sunil
and Jinder. And so he's scot-free at this point. He has
no
issues.
Check this out. I'm going to climb over the cage.
He starts climbing. Sunil comes back once more and then gets fucking kicked in the face.
And he bumps off of the cage just straight to the floor at that point.
Yeah. So, yeah.
Singh brothers.
MVPs.
You boys can bump. For real.
The Bumpy Wood boys. No. Ew.
There's a medication for that.
Yeah, there is. So, at this point, one Bollywood boy has been dropped through a table. Both Jinder and the other Bollywood boy have been dropped with a chair. It is easy for Randy Orton to climb at this point. Gets about halfway up, and Jinder Mahal's music starts playing. Huh.
And we realize that Randy Orton's been fighting a mirage the whole time.
No, he's a
the modern day Mirage-Araha.
Oh, Jesus.
I almost murdered him with a joke.
Yeah, and...
You can't spell manslaughter without laughter.
Yeah, it's true. Apparently, yeah, it was just a mirage the whole time. It was like Wizard of Oz.
Yeah.
Like Jinder Mahal was just being controlled by the great Khali,
Yeah.
who makes his way down to the ring, climbs up, and proceeds to choke out Randy Orton.
Well, we have the sketch moment first.
Oh,
'cause
jeez.
Randy is.
I tried to push this out of my mind.
Randy's at the top, and he sees Khali coming, and like the whole thing is like, oh well, Khali's got like fucking stick legs,
Yeah, there's
So-
no way he'll climb up here.
and so he starts getting over the cage. He didn't take into consideration the fact that like Khali's also like a pro power lifter, so Khali
Yeah.
just starts shaking the entire fucking Punjabi prison.
And Randy starts to fall backwards, catches himself, goes forward, and then like flips, and is like hanging, and he's like holding on for dear life.
And then Khali starts climbing.
And then halfway up, chokes him out.
It wasn't even like a violent, like trying to murder Randy Orton choke. It's just kind of like,
It was a vice grip to just hold him
yeah,
there.
he's just like, I'm not gonna let go.
Yeah.
And then you're gonna have to watch the whole time as Jinder Mahal climbs down like directly next to us.
Yeah, and Jinder just like hand over hand goes over. We killed SmackDown because we're at the end of Battleground because Jinder Mahal is still your WWE champion.
Yeah, and in the back, Carl Anderson's watching going.
Chad, too bad. So, all in all, I've defeated Kevin Hawk 5-1.
I was thoroughly beaten in this pay-per-view.
You got one right. You got Shinsuke. And you can thank Baron Corbin for that.
Yeah, for real.
I
I did the worst.
So yeah, he will be walking barefoot and blindfolded
On a
through,
myriad of items.
yeah, which will be revealed in the video when we do that. So yeah, all in all, Battleground, it's pretty entertaining.
I enjoyed it.
But I am excited that we're finally on our way to SummerSlam. I just hope SummerSlam doesn't shit the bed. Because it's going to be 6 hours long.
Let's love that SmackDown main event. Jinder Mahal and Great Khali versus Randy Orton and whatever giant
Bob Orton.
whatever giant Randy Orton-esque tattooed bald guy they can find. The Authority reunion.
Kane?
It's gonna be Randy Orton, Kane, and J&J Security
Oh shit!
versus
Jinder
Jinder
Mahal.
Mahal, Great Khali, and the Singh brothers.
Yeah, probably not.
No,
It's probably
the
not
odds
happening.
of that happening are very slim.
Yeah.
But
But
I wouldn't say no.
We'll see. I mean, we'll see where it goes.
I mean, it is the hottest party of the summer.
Legit, I think there has to be a new contender because Randy Orton has lost now 3 times
Yeah.
to Jinder Mahal. I don't think.
Until he challenges him into a House of Horrors match.
No.
A Punjabi House of Horrors.
A House of Horrors prison match. No, that's
a
no.
Punjabi Hut of Horrors.
On that note,
Pizza Hut of Horrors.
thanks for watching our Battleground review. We'll see you guys later.
Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe.
Click the links,
There's links.
like a podcast,
That's what I like.
and reasonable wrestling fans.
It's reasonable to know you like wrestling.
All right. Check out. We've got some punishment videos on the way, so be sure to check those out. We have this week's indie news and more videos coming, of course. But for now, guys, thanks for watching. We'll see you at whatever video you decide to watch next.